So here we've got the 6-unit cube storage things all laid out, and we've got some 2x4s connecting them to make the frame, and next we're just going to be putting in some 2x4s in the middle to keep it sturdy. And then now we're working with this plywood. We only got 2 sheets of 2x4 for some reason, and that's definitely not enough. So Wyatt and his dad are going to get a whole, what is it, like 4x8, I think, of plywood to put across this piece here. And then we're actually going to cut up the 2 that we already have and place them here. And I do have a stain that I'm going to use to make them all kind of look the same. And I'm gonna have to erase some stuff because they screwed this one in backwards. But like, I'll stain those 2 just so they look decent, and we're getting there. And I really love that all of this storage is here for me, right there. I'm just doing like a complete revamp of this second bedroom with having this amazing, huge desk sitting in here. One thing that I wanted to show you guys is my new addition to my wall. So I've got all of my doTERRA oils here, and I've got this new like cork board that I just put up on my wall, and I have these little tacks that are actually like it's a tack connected to a clothespin. So I just hang my stuff up like that. And I've got my calendars telling me what I'm going to be doing for the next like couple of months, and I'm super excited. This is a total revamp, and as you can see, I took down my wall. I am planning on doing something a little bit different, maybe just like putting up some like more shelving units or something. I'm thinking of maybe like a picture wall, so but like of family and friends and stuff like that. So alright, so we are to the staining part of this project. So I've got this like really dark wood stain here, and that's just going to be for this like top little like tiny layer here. I was going to stain this as well, but Wyatt's dad was telling me that like it doesn't really stain that well. It won't be pretty like the top, so I'm just going to paint it white so it kind of matches like the 6-unit things. So we're just going to have like a really pretty top layer to this with white underneath, and then on top of the stain I'm going to do like a polyurethane layer. You could also choose to do like plexiglass or something just to put over it to like protect it, but I don't want to really spend the money on that and take the time. I'd rather this was just done now, so I'm impatient, and that's why I'm doing it this way, but I'm sure that the polyurethane layer will be just fine for this project. is that I didn't sand down the plywood before I stained it and put the polyurethane layer on it. And I'm thinking that that's like extremely important because even like feeling this, I'd probably still get slivers from it if I like ran my hand across it. So I'm probably going to end up needing that plexiglass layer on top because I didn't do that. I could probably sand it down again, but then I'd probably have to polyurethane all over again. So I'm going to end up with that plexiglass layer at some point here, but just like an FYI, just to be careful about. So let me go over kind of the step-by-step what we did. So you can see like the 6-unit things, and you saw them earlier. I'm sure that you could probably make those on your own for cheaper than what I paid for them. I bought them from Target, and the 3 of them together were about $90. So that's kind of a lot in the grand scheme of things for how much this desk cost. That's like half of the price right there. So if you just had some like wood laying around, or even like right now, I know prices of wood are a little higher because of COVID and stuff, but honestly, it would still probably be cheaper just to build them yourself. So all you would need is like some wood glue, some tiny screws, you know, just put it together, no problem. And then one other thing that I would do is I didn't put a 2x4 across right here. So after you get all of your 6-unit things built together, I would put them where you want them in the room, measure what you're going to need, but first I would measure here. I would measure the length of your 6-unit cube thing, and for me it's like 2 feet. So I would take a 2x4 and lay it right across there, a 2-foot 2x4. And then I would take these 2x4s that you connect the cube things with, and I would raise them a little bit. So then you can take this and screw into that 2x4 that you laid across here. Mainly because we screwed these into the 6-unit things, and there are little pieces of screws sticking through. So if you wanted it to be more clean cut and possibly not snag on something, that's what you would probably want to do. You could definitely just connect the 2x4 on top of the 6-unit thing with some wood glue and just clamp it down, and it'll stay pretty easy. So after that, I would connect all of the other 2x4s that you need to make the frame of your desk. And then you would want to put those 2x4s going across the middle pieces as some more, just to make it a little bit more sturdy for the plywood layer. So you're going to want at least 2 here and 2 here. And we did have that extra one you saw that kind of goes across here because we had that extra space. So we made it really, really sturdy. And then, honestly, before you bring the plywood up and screw it down, I would sand it. Sand it down really good, make sure that everything's just kind of smooth, and then I would screw them into all of these 2x4s in as many spots as you can get them, just to have it be sitting flat. So the next piece that I would do is that then I would stain it after it's all screwed down, because if you stain it before you screw it down, these screws did pull up a little bit of pieces, and then you would have that like old color peeking through around the screws, and it just wouldn't look like it's supposed to. So let's see, after you do that, then I would put down that polyurethane layer or plexiglass, whatever you choose, and basically that's all you have to do. Then your desk is finished for about $200, $250, depending on what you choose to do, what kinds of woods you choose to get, that kind of stuff. So then I just laid all of my stuff out. I've got all of this amazing space here. Obviously, like, this only takes up a little bit of space, and I have some stuff laying over here. And it's just, I think it's an amazing desk. It's a super sturdy desk. If you decide that you're going to put this on like a wood floor, you might want to put like little like foam things underneath, make it a little bit easier to slide around on the wood floor, but it won't scratch your wood floor. So that's what I've got for you guys today. I hope you really enjoyed this project. I enjoyed this so much. This is one of my favorite things to do, just get some projects done around the house and make fun new ways of making things so you can be proud of what you did. Instead of just buying a desk online and just like, oh yeah, that's my desk, it's whatever. Now you're super proud because you built this desk. So I'm really loving it, and I'm going to use this desk for a very long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next video.